Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tatiana for those of you who don't know me, and if you do know me, welcome back. So as you can see from the title, I am making a video that I thought that I would never make, never in a million years, only because I'm a very private person, and I never thought that this would have happened to me. And then on top of that, with everything that's going on with the elections right now, I thought it was very important to have this conversation and really talk about my experience and kind of educate people on how dangerous it is for the abortion ban to get put into place if Donald Trump gets elected. So I'm just gonna jump right into the video. So in 2016, I was pregnant. It was the summer of 2016, and I was 25 at the time. First pregnancy, definitely wasn't planned. Definitely wasn't planned, but we wasn't preventing either. So yeah, but I already knew that I was gonna keep my baby. Abortion was not a part of the plan, regardless of my circumstances that surrounded it. So the moment I found out I was pregnant, well, kind of before it, I was extremely sick. Like, I was so sick, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I actually thought I had a stomach virus, only because the day before I was eating so much because I was so hungry. And I forgot to mention that I caught my period as well too after the fact, so pregnancy was not a thought in my mind. So I'm just like, this just might be a stomach virus, you know, or my body's telling me that I just need to chill, because I used to be out all the time, I used to be drinking all the time, just doing the most. So I'm like, okay, maybe my body's telling me that I need to chill and just give myself a day. The next day I woke up, I was more sick. I'm just like, okay, I didn't think nothing too much of it. It was just one day, let me give myself another day, whatever, let me just, you know, I call out of work again, give myself another day, everything's gonna be good. And then the next day come, I'm more sick than I was the 2 previous days, which was crazy to me, because I'm just like, how can I even be more sick than I was 2 days prior? So anyway, fast forward, my baby father ended up getting me a pregnancy test, and the pregnancy test said, you are pregnant. Like, you're pregnant, that's just what it is. Like, you're mad pregnant. I didn't even have time to really process it, only because I was so sick. My mind was just so focused on to how sick I was. Like, I was extremely sick. I didn't have time to even think about what was happening at the moment. So we ended up going to the hospital. They ended up confirming my pregnancy, and then I ended up telling them my symptoms, and then they ended up telling me that I had hyperemesis gravidarum. Hopefully I'm saying it right, which is severe morning sickness. Hold on, let me Google it. Yeah, it's hyperemesis gravidarum, which is severe morning sickness, aka you feel like you're dying, literally. I was like in and out of the hospital, hooked up to IVs, throwing up everywhere. I was excessively spitting, can't eat. Like, it was just a mess. But I knew very early on what I was going through wasn't like normal, especially because like I had people around me that was pregnant. I had a coworker that was pregnant. I knew friends that was pregnant at the time, and really nobody was going through that. Granted, pregnancy looks different on every woman, but at the same time, every symptom I experienced was to the extreme. I didn't even know that was a thing for you to have severe morning sickness. Like, when you hear about morning sickness, you hear about, like, you know, like some women don't get morning sickness, and if they do get morning sickness, it's in the morning, like how it's supposed to be. And then, you know, after the day goes on, it kind of like dies down. But in my case, I had severe morning sickness, meaning that I had morning sickness from the morning to the night. Like, it just never stopped. Like, it was so bad to the point that the only reason why I went to sleep was because my body gave up on me. And when I did wake up, it was because that like I was sick, so my sickness kind of woke me up. And like I remember when I used to wake up in the morning, I used to like touch my face because I could not believe that I was still alive. Like that's how bad it was. So fast forward to 4 months. I was 4 months pregnant at this time, and then I was at that appointment where you check, they check the baby fingers and the feet and like, you know, just making sure that the baby looks normal and is fine overall. That's literally the appointment that kind of changed everything for me. I was having a girl, by the way. When it came to like the ending of the appointment, they're like checking like the foot, like they doing an ultrasound thing. They checking like her other foot. I guess the doc, she wasn't able to find it. It was there, but she was just having a hard time like locating the other foot. So she's looking, she's looking, she's doing what she's doing. Like I'm just like, okay, I kind of see her face like something is off, but I'm not saying anything. But immediately I started to cry. Like I'm already crying, tears is coming out my eyes. And then she ended up, first because it was kind of like an ultrasound thing that she was putting over my stomach, and then after that she ended up taking like a stick and put it in me because she was trying to look for her other foot or whatever. So I already knew something was wrong. She's not saying anything. So fast forward to, she ended up stepping out the room. Another doctor comes in as well and do the same procedure, but nobody's not saying anything. Nobody don't want to tell me anything. And then fast forward to, they gave me a whole bunch of papers, told me to go to labor and delivery. At this point, I'm just like, why would they be sending me to labor and delivery? But tears is flowing in my eyes. I don't think they wanted to tell me. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, the reason why they sent me into labor and delivery was because the doctors discovered I was already 4 centimeters dilated. Reasons why they weren't able to locate her other foot, because her foot was pressed down on the sac or something like that. I don't remember the exact medical term that was used, but that's the best that I could describe it. And this was all due to the severity of my morning sickness and major stress, which they did not tell me. The doctors at labor and delivery did. I go to labor and delivery. I have the papers in my hand. I'm trying to read it, but I can't really read it because tears is coming out my eyes so much. Like I was crying so much that I could not read the paper. So the guy ended up taking the paper. He reads the paper and was like, okay. And then the other doctors ended up taking the papers. And at this point, I'm already laying down. I'm already laying down on the bed. So after reading the paper, they come up to me and tell me that, it looks like you're miscarrying, and she might not make it, and you might not make it if you continue on with the pregnancy. So at that point, just especially with just everything I was going through at that time, like mentally, physically, emotionally, like I was just not at a place for me to even hear nothing like that, especially because I was going through so much. This pregnancy was just a lot on my body, and I was just like, I can't believe this is happening to me. So I ended up breaking down, and I'm just crying at this point because I'm like, who really wants to hear that, you know? So but they did tell me that I had the option to, I could abort the baby now, or I could wait till I get to like 6 months or so. Wait, my battery died. Okay, where was I? So yeah, the doctors ended up telling me that she might not make it. I might not make it as well if I continue on with the pregnancy, but I do have options. I could either abort the baby now. I could either have an abortion, or I could try to see if I'm able to make it to 6 months. But I do have a high risk pregnancy, and it's gonna be very high risk, only because I could lose my life in the process. So I was kind of stuck in a hard and a rock place, because like, it's literally life or death both ways. Like I don't even wish this kind of choice on anybody. So I decided to not go through with the abortion and see if I could make it to 6 months. Fast forward to, I ended up miscarrying anyway. I was actually 6 months technically. So when the doctor was running tests and everything, they was telling me that she has a 17% chance of living and that she might not make it. Mind you, I am in active labor. I am like 7 centimeters dilated, no epidural. My contractions is coming like every 2 minutes, and they're telling me all of this. They giving me a whole bunch of papers to sign. Like everything was just happening all at once. and I just didn't know what to do at that point. I was already going through so much mentally, physically, like it was just a lot. So at that exact moment, I decided to make a very impulsive decision. I decided to not have them save the baby. Like, I don't think I would have been able to like fathom making a decision, having to save the baby, and she not make it anyway. Like visually, I just couldn't. At that time, I just could not do that. Like, I didn't want to see that. Mentally, I was shot. I was gone. So I just made the impulsive decision and signed the papers. It was like, okay, because I didn't want to go through this anymore. I was over it. I wanted to be done with everything. Like, I just wanted to move on with my life as if like this never happened. So I ended up having her, pushing her out naturally, and then so that was that. So fast forward to 2024 right now, right? Donald Trump is trying to put the abortion ban into place. And even though I was fortunate and unfortunate. The reason why I say I was fortunate was only because I was able to, my body, by the grace of God, I was able to naturally, miscarry the baby. I was also offered the option. I had the option to have an abortion as well too, and then I was unfortunate, obviously, because I lost the baby. Nobody wants to lose a baby, especially a baby that they wanted to keep. So I say all that to say, especially with the abortion ban that's getting ready to put into place, if Donald Trump gets elected, women across America will lose their life behind this. Abortions are used for many, many reasons. It's not just for not wanting a baby. So banning the abortion is just dangerous for all women across America. Look at Nevaeh Crane and Jocelyn Barnaca. Hopefully I am saying their name right. I'm gonna leave a link in the bio for you guys should check out their stories. They did lose their life due to the abortion ban that was put into place. So hopefully I'll drop this video before election day, so you guys can go out and make an informative decision. You guys can also comment down below if you went through something similar, or if you just want to leave a positive comment down below. All is welcome, and thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video.